You all are what makes this meeting. And so we appreciate you taking the time out of your calendar to hear the good news today that Grant has for us. Can't hear me? How about now? Whoa! Okay. The main message I have is to thank you all for taking the time to come, because your presence is what makes this meeting special. And so Brad has some news for us today. Let's get through his news and everything that's going on, and then we'll have some questions.
Get the first opportunity to take a sneak peek at the new construction that is getting ready to start here at Regency Oaks. This includes the new town hall, the fitness center, the office suites, and a renovation to our spa area. We're pretty excited to share this news with you today, and I've asked Lou Weislogo to lead this presentation. Lou has been the chairperson of our subcommittee who has been working on the design development phase. So I'm going to introduce and turn the meeting over to Lou. Lou?
Okay, good. First, I'd like to introduce the committee. We have Madison, who couldn't be here. Fred Gardner is over here. Bill Clark. Fred Green, and Mike Weinstein. I don't know if Mike's traveling. Mike's traveling, he couldn't be here. In the interest of full disclosure, I want to make it very clear that the committee had relatively limited input in the design of this project. But Grant has kept us informed. We've had a lot of meetings with him. He shared with us what was going on. We gave him our concerns and he passed them on. And hopefully, having said that, the committee feels that this is a good project and we hope you like it. So with that, I'm going to take you on the tour. And then Brad's going to answer all your questions. Remember, some of you that have been here for a while know that this was the original plan, was to enlarge this. Well, that has changed. The town hall, as we know it now, is going to be converted into a state-of-the-art gymnasium. The LCS has in the process of purchasing the finest exercise equipment that's available. So this will be converted. It will be painted. These lights will be removed. The flooring will be replaced with a form of matting that's sounding and cushioning. And so Zelko will be in here, and there will be a corner that will be reserved for physical therapy treatment. So I think you're going to like this. State-of-the-art equipment. The equipment that's currently in the end wing of the south building is being sold. And correct me, Grant, we're going to keep the small gymnasium in the north building as is, correct? Okay.
Correct.
All right, we leave here it is. This is the picture of the gymnasium. This will be Zelko up here. This is reserved for physical therapy. It's been pretty nice, so we expect you all to get in and exercise regularly. All right, we leave the gymnasium and we travel over to the beauty parlor.
Hold on, Lou, I'm just going to add a couple of things.
Oh,
no, hold on. And in the center of the gym, that's where we've put all the core strength machines. Everything on the perimeter is a cardio. It's all high tech. There are 16-inch color screens mounted to each of the cardio machines. So just like you've seen on TV, you will be able to log in and pedal along with people from all over the world. There's one thing that's really interesting over here in the corner. We don't have a great blow-up of it, but it's a kinetic board. It's that black board up in the middle, right there. This is a kinetic board that is designed to work with your senses and your cognitive ability. It helps with balance and movement. It lights up. It creates various patterns, and you have to be able to touch it or kick one of the balls that's built into the floor. And so that's just state of the art. There's a rack over here, a peg rack for work with bands. That would be something new to the plan as well. And then there is also a therapy electronic gym table for deep massage and working on a mat.
I think this floor has changed too, right, Brad? Brad?
Yes,
the floor has
that is-
changed from what we saw the other day.
Yeah, the new floor is a very, it's a padded floor, very easy to clean. It isn't carpet. It's similar to what we have in the current fitness center.
All right, we're going to leave the gym now and go over to the beauty parlor and the spa area.
Looks the same. A lot different. Okay.
All right, the beauty parlor is basically going to stay the same. There'll be a slight change. Those people that use the beauty parlor know that as you go in the door, you go into the second room, there's a desk. That desk is going to be moved to the front door, and the waiting room will be moved to the back area where the chairs are, where you get your hair done. And then there'll be a room, a doorway broken through to what is now the bank. And the bank will now become a spa. And in it will be a place for aromatherapy, acupuncture, and massage. The bank vault was too expensive to take the vault out. The door will be removed. And so the bank vault with the safe deposit boxes will be removed, and it will be a storage area. The existing salon, you can see the desk will become over here, and this will be the lounge area. And there'll be a mixing room, so that, I don't know, I don't have that problem right here, but where you mix the colors, so the smell will be reduced. And this will all be redecorated in colors and matching the spa. So that's what's going to happen there. Any questions on that? Oh, I'll save the questions. All right, now we're going to remove across the way to the offices that will be built alongside the current arts and crafts room and the wood shop. The arts and crafts room and the wood shop will stay the same. Unfortunately, wood shop will lose one of its windows. And the arts and crafts room will lose 3 of its windows. And you'll see why in a minute.
That's all you got.
Okay. Here is the craft room. Here's the woodworking shop. This would be the north-south building. This is the walkway. There will be a series of offices built right here. Here's that one window in the wood shop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 offices. These offices will hold HR, Tiffany's Director of Programming, and also hold a conference room, a wellness office, and a waiting room for the physician and services like that. These are all new. This whole section right here is new. That will enable them to clear out the offices that are in the 100 the end wing of the south building, first floor. You know, that's where Zelco, that gym is. That will become available for sale as apartments. The Innovative Services Office will be removed from there. The Tiffany's office and so the computer lab and so forth. So they will all be in here in this section right here. Okay. All right. Let's now go to the crown jewel of this development program. Well, we have this here. Here's the existing breezeway. You will enter the new town hall through this lobby, through here. Okay? And as you come in, okay.
I'm getting it centered.
You're getting better, good. You'll come in here, and this will be a nice lobby, as you have in a nice theater. And there'll be chairs for which can be converted into a small cocktail lounge, can be things. There'll be a place for catering and scooter storage, mechanical room. And then this entire area will be the new town hall. It can be set up as a huge theater. It can be set up to break down into two small areas for current exercise classes, etc. And if we can pull us down just a bit so I can show the stage. Can we do that? No, down the other way. This will be the stage, and as we had a meeting last week, we were trying to discuss how to best develop curtains so that the stage can be best used. This can also be removed, all the chairs removed, and this can turn into a ballroom with tables and chairs and so forth. Chairs. We met last week, the committee, with the interior design people, and we stressed very, very strongly that chairs, selection of chairs, was one of the most important things. And they promised us that they would send samples of chairs before they were picked so that we would have some input into the chairs. They have to obviously be stackable. They also have to have a sitting time limit of at least an hour. Okay, one last thing, if we can pull over here, deck, Grant,
All right.
please.
Hold on, I'm going to go to a more current one.
Okay.
We'll blow it up for you.
Okay. The current deck, as we know it now, will be current deck will disappear, and a new deck will be built. It will have one fire pit in the center. It will be a flat deck, be at ground level, and there will be shrubbery in 4 3/4, chairs, and so forth. So the people have always complained about the high backs and so forth. That will be disappeared. The other thing that you can expect that's not on the drawing is that this area out here will be chain linked off for a period of time where the contractors will be putting their trailers for supplies, porta potties, and things like that. So it will be under construction for a period of time. When it's going to start, nobody seems to know at this point, but that's it. So, in conclusion, the committee has met with the interior design people. They've shown us all the samples of paint, wallpaper, just about everything. And like anything else, a lot of people really like it. There'll be some people who will say, that's okay. And some people will say it's not good. But overall, I think you're going to think it's a really nice thing. The colors are light, and I think they've done a good job, and we hope that you're going to enjoy it. Grant, anything else? Any questions? Grant will answer them.
Of the equipment that's going to be in the new gymnasium, if you call it, I didn't see any stationary bikes, things of that nature.
There is a list of equipment, and we're waiting on tear sheets, and so the committee has briefly looked at it, but we're waiting on the tear sheets to actually know the specifics.
When will it start?
Salvage the current landscaping plants and stuff, so that it can be reused when the project is finished. And we talked to Corey about doing this, he might be able to save some of the plants.
That's a good idea. So the suggestion was before we start coming in with the bulldozers, is there any way to salvage some of the existing landscaping and look to replant it elsewhere on campus? So that's a great discussion item with Corey. Thank you.
Can I get you closer, Brent?
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I just can't stand right under that corner. Okay.
Now, the town hall, the one thing that has been true is it is quite large enough to take care of all the people that are here. Now, where is the new town hall going to be? Is it
Yeah, so
going to be a larger building, or this room expanded, or what?
Yeah, so the new town hall will sit right behind the right behind the arts and crafts room. It's about twice the size of the current town hall, so our capacity is going to almost double. It's 240 individuals in chairs and about 140 individuals at round tables. So our capacity is significantly improved.
Grant, this is the, all right, you want to tell me this is what it's going to look like?
Yeah, so this is Lou had just the last item he was talking about. This is sort of showing you how the layout is going to occur. There's a COVID testing tent, a dumpster, the construction offices. There's a break room for the workers, all the porta potties. We moved them as far away from the building as we could. Parking for the associates. Connex park storage back in the back. Our process is right now, this thing is scheduled to start April 3rd. It is never going to make it. And I think a better date is probably June 3rd rather than April 3rd. The construction is 6 months. And so if they get started in June, we should be finished by the end of the year. They have phased in some of the construction so that the beauty shop is not going to be down but for a short period of time, maybe 2 weeks. And the town hall is going to be down for a shorter period of time, not the entire 6 months. It looks like it's just a little more than 3.5 months for the town hall. So we are working on contingency plans. We've done this before. We'll be utilizing the South Grand Lobby and trying to figure out how to make this happen.
I'd like to ask you about arts and craft room. How long do you think that's going to be torn up?
Yeah, arts and crafts room will be a really quick renovation. It's less than a week. We will go in and seal the windows, repaint, add additional lighting. So the contractors will be in and out of there really quickly.
Thank you.
There's one over here, Brent.
I'm looking at your layout there. Okay, I'm on the first floor. How long am I gonna look at stuff?
6 months.
6 months. So that's 6 months without it.
So, yeah, so Joe's question relates to, if, how many months am I going to have to deal with the view and the noise and the dust and the construction and the coming and going? And the answer is it's 6 months. You got to crack some eggs in order to make an omelet. What I would say is that the effort will be worth what we end up with at the end of the 6 months.
Which building is north and south?
The north building is over here on the right-hand side of the screen. South building is on the left-hand side.
Somebody asked where the building, the new town hall is. And this is where the new town hall is,
Yeah.
right out here.
And we can
South building over here.
show you what that looks like.
North building is over here. I want you to know your committee worked very hard to make sure the porta potties went here.
Put some trees around.
82, average age across the campus is 86.
Pretty old.
So
Twice a week.
this just gives you the exterior elevation so that you can see what it's going to look like. The most noticeable difference, you can look at this one on the left-hand side, right in the middle. That is the new town hall. The ceilings are considerably higher in the new town hall, so it's going to have a heightened elevation to it when you compare it to the existing fitness center, which is on the right-hand side. Our ceiling height in here is 10 feet. Our ceiling height, base ceiling height in the new structure is 14 feet. And then we're going to pick up some every time. Evidently, I'm not an architect, but every time you go up, you have to go out. And so you can see the roof structure is a little bit more aggressive.
Town hall, I didn't see it on the drawing, but will they have like a kitchenette, that they don't have to walk across the tavern?
Yes, great question. There is a catering kitchen in the new town hall, so that we'll be able to support larger functions.
And on the stage, will they have a screen so that we might have movie nights or something like that?
Yes. Yeah, so the audio-visual, the first audio-visual proposal we'll take a look at next week. We've had an initial meeting, the subcommittee, and we'll look at our first proposal sometime next week.
Will there be any changes to the wood shop?
Couple of changes to the wood shop. You lose the one window, and you are getting a free-standing sub-panel for all the electrical equipment in the woodworking shop, so that you're no longer tied to the beauty shop. Bill.
Okay, I think I'll talk loud enough, but regarding the stage in the town hall, I'm assuming, well, it's going to be a race stage? How high is it going to be raised?
Yeah, so the originally as it's drawn, it's 6 inches, and we had requested that they go to 18-inch. They're looking at code. They believe that it can only be 12 inches, so it's going to be either 12 or 18 inches based on code. It does have it has drapery materials on the side and in the rear, so that we can create walk space and green spaces for cast members. And then the curtain in the front is electronic, and it's controlled by an AV room. And so all of the electronics, whether it's the projector, the screen, the microphones, the speakers, the overhead lighting, the spots, all of it is controlled from a central location in a secluded AV room with a one-way window. So it's really high-tech and state-of-the-art.
What is an AV?
Over here, Brad.
Audio-visual room. Great question. AV is audio-visual room.
Will the cost of this construction affect our monthly fees?
Yeah. Yeah. So the cost of this construction is $5.4 million. And you may recall when we were acquired by Health Peak, they had made an announcement that they were going to invest $34 million into projects here at this community. And it included the town hall, the current construction that we're planning, a build out of a freestanding assisted living and a memory care unit. And so this is the first stage of that commitment to reinvest in our community. Now, the question is, well, is that going to affect my monthly service fee? Well, everything affects the monthly service fee. That's the reality. But here's the nice thing about being a part of a large corporation. Sometimes it works for you, sometimes it works against you. We're not going to bear the entire burden of this construction because it's coming out of a portfolio where we have sister communities, and everybody contributes to the capital funding. And so what that means is when I go out and do a $5 million capital project, I don't have to go and borrow the money. This is paid for out of the capital funds that we contribute to and that the other sister communities contribute to as well. Sometimes we get the money, sometimes another community will get the money for their key project. So that's how you can afford to do this without it bankrupting the residents. You're not the only ones who are contributing to the payback of the capital funds.
I think an important thing for people to remember as far as monthly service fees are concerned, it's controlled by your contract.
Yeah.
That's true.
Hear that.
So Bobby was reminding us all that what actually controls the percentage of increase on the monthly service fee is your contract. How much we can go up is defined in your contract.
Brent,
oh, hold on.
Would you go to the center screen, please? And
all right, you've heard us talking about this for the last couple of weeks. We finally got the authorizations and approvals to take the next steps in reopening the community. And how many of you saw the positivity rate this morning? Yes. Yeah, down in the 4s. So, great news for Pinellas County. The state of Florida is looking good. Regency Oaks, our numbers continue to just be phenomenal. And so we're comfortable that we're able to take the next steps. We've thought this through. We've put the precautions in place. We're comfortable with making these next changes. And our goal is to get back to the old normal. Not a new normal, but the old normal. So we're going to take a look, and I'll show you what's been approved. And Ricky, jump in if you have detail or completely lifted. There are no restrictions whatsoever. We're going to reopen the hot tub. We're going to allow access to friends and families to common areas and outdoor dining. So your friends and families can come and join you. They are welcome to go to the common area and any outdoor space. Now, we are not opening up the dining rooms to friends and family, either the north or the south dining room, but my commitment to you is within 30 days we will open up those dining rooms as well. We want to take this in small, manageable steps, and so we're going to open up the grill on the breezeway, the tavern, Bella Row, any of our outdoor dining venues will be open to friends and families. We're going to reopen our guest rooms, so if you have out-of-town visitors who would like to come and see you after a year, they would have the opportunity to stay in one of our guest suites. We're going to open the tavern for lunch. Yay! We're going to move the tavern capacity from 25 to 60%. And we're going to move the dining room capacity to 100%. So a lot more opportunities in our dining venues. Again, we're going to go to 60% in the tavern. We have a 2-week hold in there to see how that works. If it works, we real quickly will move the tavern to 100% as well, because the goal is to return to normal IL operations. We're going to lift the table restrictions in all dining venues from 3 addresses to 4 addresses per table. All right, next slide. All right, we're going to reopen the salad bar. But it does have some tight restrictions. It's going to be staff assisted. It's a one-way flow, and it's going to be one-sided. So you'll be able to enter the salad bar from only one direction, and the flow in both buildings is going to be on one side, one way. We're switching out to all bamboo utensils. We looked at the studies and found that is the least likely material to hold contamination and spread it. We will put a hand sanitizer at the start of the line. The attendant will be there to oversee and assist. We will shut the salad bar down every 30 minutes to change out the utensils and do a quick cleaning and sanitation. Masks will be required at the salad bar. It doesn't say this, but I needed to add it. It will be surgical mask only, the blue ones that so many of you have on. If you have a cloth mask, you will not be allowed to go through the salad bar. We will have the full sneeze guards in place and positioned, and we'll do batch servings on the salad bar so that the food at the end of the service doesn't have to because we have to dispose of it. We don't want to, put 100 pounds of salad out if we only are going to eat 10. So we'll do it in batch to make sure we're not wasting food. And then last, we're returning to the regular menu binders, and we will preset the table between seatings with the salt and pepper and all, and all the condiments. All right, and then the one last thing, there are two other things that we hear frequently that are not yet approved, and that's the coffee station. The coffee station still cannot come back, and then we also are not able to do to-goes out of the tavern at this time. So a lot of this was approved. I'm really excited. This is great news for the community, and the 15th. One more week. All right.
I'm Kyle. I'm the Associate Executive Director here. I oversee the Healthcare Center and Assisted Living. So I wanted to bring Tiki Martinez, our Director of Clinical Services, who started back in February, and do a brief introduction of herself. And so you guys get to meet her and have a face to the new clinical leadership over in the Healthcare Center. So I'm going to let Tiki say a few words about herself and give a nice introduction.
Good morning, guys. I just want to say you have a beautiful home. It's gorgeous, and I'm very excited to see all these new changes that's coming. So I'm happy to be here to see what it is now and see what it will be. Just a little bit about me. I do have 3 kids. My oldest is 28 years old. I've been a nurse for 23 years. Before that, I was a medical assistant. Can you guys hear me? I feel like I'm not talking loud enough. 20 years of that has been in geriatrics, so I've been a director of nursing for a very long time, almost 18 years, so I'm very excited to be here, and hopefully I don't see any of you guys over there soon, so I'm excited, so that's pretty much it.
My name's Sherry Schweitzo, Director of Financial Services here at Regency Oaks. Glad to see you all here, large group. My report today is on our January financials. We are currently closing our February books, so my report is always 1 month behind everyone else's report. I am happy to report that our occupancy in independent living is 92%. Our assisted living for January was at 100%, and our health center was at 72.9%. We were 4.4 average daily census ahead of budget. Thank you to Kyle's new team over there. They are really rocking and rolling over there, so we're really excited. Our total January revenue was ahead of budget by $175,000. We did receive our infection control funds awarded in the amount of $37,000, so that contributed to that overage. Our IHS, Innovative Home Services, was ahead of budget by $32,000. They continue to exceed their revenue month over month. Our total entrance fee sales were 0 on a budget of 3 at the end of the month, but we had 4 closings for February. We have several more on the books. I'll let Perry expand upon that, but we had 3 very early closings in February to catch up. Our total wages and salaries were over budget by $31,000, and primarily that was due to folks requesting a payout of their PTO, which they are allowed to do annually. Also, our IHS wages were over by $10,000. However, that is offset by the additional revenue they have earned. Controllable expenses were over slightly, a little bit above budget in marketing. Utilities, we had a service agreement put in place. Food and beverage came in under budget slightly. Their per resident day budget was 5 cents under budget, so they're doing a great job managing all of their expenses. We do have a few true-ups, one being we were hit with an adjustment for our insurance loss reserves, and that's just a calculation that Peak does twice a year. So they hit us in January, they'll look at it again in June, but nothing of an extraordinary event played into that adjustment. So our net operating income was $278,000 for the month, which was slightly under budget of $8,000. So our community has incurred some revenue losses and increased expenses still for COVID-19. Those are going down month over month. And the community has no significant threats or weaknesses at this time. Thank you.
Everyone again. So some updates for the healthcare center and assisted living. So our COVID cases for residents in the AL and SNF continue to be at 0 for the month of February. We did have one associate that did come back positive in our weekly testing. So, but as Brant did say, the positivity rate in the county is trending down. So it looks like if we keep trending in this direction, we'll be headed towards monthly testing instead of weekly testing, which is very exciting. So visitation booth for the assisted living and the skilled nursing center is going very well. It's been in high demand, so we've increased our visitation dates and times. We're still waiting clarification from ACA and CMS regarding the reopening plans for the skilled nursing center and the assisted living. We did have a call with Leading Age and our Florida Healthcare Association, so we expect to see some changes regarding visitation in the coming weeks. They've talked about, reopening the centers to full capacity again, so we're just waiting for more clarification, but I expect that we'll see some changes regarding visitation very soon because of the vaccine and the positivity rates. I'm excited to bring that news to you. So as soon as we get that news, we'll get that out to the residents so you guys can come back over and visit and see all your friends and your family. So we're excited about that. So in the month of February, we started what is called Quality Improvement Team Rounds, almost like Guardian Angel Team Rounds. So every department head is assigned around 3 to 4 rooms, and they'll be your guardian angel during your stay over at the healthcare center. So they'll be checking in with you on a daily basis, see how everything's going, see how your food is, see how your stay's been, your therapy, and the residents seem to be really liking that a lot, so it seems to be going very well. And so that is the updates for the healthcare center for the month of February.
Speak into the mic. Good morning. I'm Lauren Rose, Director of Administrative Services. Great news this morning, huh? Yeah. Very exciting. We're all excited. So in administration, I hired a full-time receptionist for the South Desk, Kathy Bardo. I think she's doing very well, getting adjusted and learning all the residents' names and what they prefer. Submitted all the ad valorem affidavits to the county for your refund that will be applied to your account at the end of the year. Assisted with the vaccine clinics. We continued with the temp checks and screening questions until this week when we installed the new AccuShield kiosks, which will allow the community to do the entry screening and temperature check online opposed to doing it manually, which will be a great change for you as well as for the front desk staff. Thank you.
On food and beverage. Just a couple updates. We're going to continue with our gourmets. We had a chef's table, the wine club. For those of you that are in the wine club, now it'll be one group. It won't be the north and the south. Now we can all be together again. Thank goodness. The beer club, we had a great enchanted evening. We continue to hire young, talented servers. They're doing a great job. Starting up the breezeway, the grill on the breezeway, you'll have the choice of 6-ounce filet or salmon. For St. Patrick's Day, we found a Bailey's and whiskey cheesecake that is quite delicious that we had yesterday. And I would like to introduce Jaquan, better known as Jay, as our new tavern manager.
I just want to thank all of you guys for giving me the opportunity, for believing in me. I promise I'll do my best, and I'm not going to quit.
All right.
On operations, I got a couple of updates here for you guys. We installed new dialers for the fire panels on the south building and the north building also. We replaced motor on the boiler room, north building. And we also did clean out all the electrical rooms and main rooms. And that was it. Thank you.
All right, everyone. Jesse Rosie, your ABS director. I'm just going to give you an update on what happened in February. We conducted 2 employee raffles. Everybody's aware of the raffles we do here? No. So the employee raffles are donations that come from you. So if you have any piece of furniture, any electronic you want to donate, you can give me a call. We'll post a flyer around, and we will make sure someone receives it for free. Okay, so that's part of what we do. We did 2 of those donations on February. We want to continue to see more if possible. That also avoids anything to be dropped off on the first floor, and it will help us clean those areas down on the first floor. We also detailed the north dining room. We deep cleaned the first and second floor resident restrooms, and we detailed the elevators in the north and south, cleaned the north grand lobby windows, and we refilled all the aerosols as well, all the dispensers in the restroom. Clear water carpet was also here, and they also did the second floor north and south, as well as the executive office carpets. In addition to that, we deep cleaned the second floor in the north building, the restrooms, the second floor. And I don't know if you've seen, but the first floor in the south building looks great. The team was here to detail those floors. They did all the service area from the 5th floor all the way to the first floor in the south. And then next month or this month, we're going to move over to the north building. Okay? Thank you.
Nursing for Innovative Home Services, and I work under Christine Sensikovich. She's my administrator. She couldn't be here today. I wanted to let you know for February that we had 2 estate sales in that month. We are currently have 2 more booked right now for March, so one will be this coming Monday if you want to come. Also, we hired 1 home health aide, and currently we have 78 residents that we are providing care for. Thank you. Thank you.
Happy Friday. Perry Goodbar, Sales and Marketing. We had a good February. We had a budget of 4 closes. We met that. We have 2 additional deposits right now for the quarter. That takes us to 6 on Monday. I don't want to jinx us, but we believe on Monday we'll be getting another deposit. So we're well on our way to making up. As Sherry mentioned, January was off to a slow start, but we're making up that lost ground as we go. We had a couple of really nice events in February. We had Lunch and Learn on February the 11th. And we had 8 prospects here. We also did a downsizing and moving luncheon. We partnered with a local real estate company that we do, that has probably sold some of your homes, the Radowskis. They came in and gave a nice presentation on what to prepare for and how to get ready for your move. And that was well attended. We had 16 prospects come in for that. Everyone received the downsizing flyer. We've had a few of you that have come forward and we've talked with. If there are others that are considering maybe moving from a larger apartment to a smaller one, we'd love to have the opportunity to talk with you about that. From a corporate standpoint, LCS, we purchased some new marketing lists. We had about 14,000 names in the broader area that we mailed a Make Your Move letter. Basically, it was to entice people that have maybe been thinking about moving to senior living but haven't quite gotten there yet to reach out to us, and we would send them a multi-page booklet of all the things you need to consider, all the information. That's been well received. We've had probably 25 or so people reach out to us as a result so far, and that's only been out for the last week or so. So that's turned out to be a pretty good marketing piece. And then we continue to send out e-blasts, postcards. We have 2 e-blasts we sent out in February to about 800 new e-addresses that we've acquired. And then last night, we had, this is March, not February, but last night we had a dinner discovery. Food and Beverage, again, did a fantastic job, and we had a great turnout, about 15 people last week as well, or last night. And finally, resident referrals. Don't forget that it is a great way to earn easy money that can help towards your monthly service fee just by giving us names of people that you know that you think would be a great fit here. So keep us in mind for that. We appreciate all your great referrals in the past and keep them coming. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Sandra Novotko, the Human Resources Director. And in the month of February, we celebrated Kindness Week among our staff. I also assisted in additional... Good. Getting assisted additional COVID vaccines for our staff as well. We held a job fair drive-through, which was something different that we were testing out. And then we also held our monthly all-staff meeting, and we had the recycling committee share their information with our staff as well. So thank you.
Good morning. Hello. It's strange sitting in front of the camera. I'm sorry. Give me 30 seconds. Okay. Good morning. I just wanted to go over programs updates for the month of February. We had our monthly birthday party, our Mardi Gras RO experience, Valentine's Day. We introduced the sign language class through Mary Ellen, so if you see her and you're interested in that class, please make sure to sign up. As well as we had our Ash Wednesday service with Father Bob, musical bingo hosted by our home health team. Those are always well attended. And we successfully switched from our VCTV to Touchtown. So if you have not seen it yet, please tune in to your channel 732. I am very, 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 very proud of how well it looks, and the transition was as smooth as possible. So thank you so much for your patience as we transition from our VCTV to Touchtown. I just wanted to mention a few things. Now that we have our Touchtown system, Tuesday Talk will showcase at 1 p.m. once. It's no different when you get prepared at nighttime, or if you watch your soaps. You know your soaps come on at 2 o'clock, so be prepared to watch Tuesday Talk at 1 o'clock. It will show one time. For any reason, if you have a medical appointment or if you need to see it at a different time, please reach out to myself and I can send you a link to that video. So you can always see Tuesday Talk. Please don't feel like you won't get the information that you need. I'll make sure you see it. So if you can't catch it at 1 o'clock, just reach out to myself or to Ginger and we'll make sure you get the link to the video. Also, I'm sorry, just a reminder, if you are a leader of any group, small or large, make sure to get those forms back to the desk so that we can have an accurate count of where you are, what's your reservation, how long are you there. We're really trying to make sure we do some good housekeeping this year so that we can keep an accurate We're just trying to do better about our reservation system. So if you please could get those forms back to the desk, we would greatly appreciate it. Please have a great weekend.
Concludes our administrative report. We're going to open it up for any questions that you might have.
Questions over there on the far side.
For your information, the link to YouTube so that you can get these online is going to be in the Oaks. So if you want to just copy it and then go to that site, and you can go back to previous Tuesday talks, and you can pick up information that we had or what we broadcast at that time. Are we going to see movies?
Yes, you will still see movies.
Was there a movie last night?
It wasn't. That was my fault. I'm sorry.
We really would like to have the movies that are scheduled. We'd like to see them.
Yes, ma'am. That was my small hiccup. I'm sorry. I'm learning.
Donuts left over here.
I'd like to know what happened to the pool. The water is freezing cold. It's way too cold the last few days.
It's 80, the temperature right now, I think, is 89 on the water.
Oh, 85. Oh, no. 86. Oh, no. Not today.
All right.
Not today. 86.
Higher, lower?
Yeah.
What is it supposed to be at?
86. It has been so wonderful until the last couple days. There's no warm water coming through at all, the jets at all.
It's been 90 degrees.
Okay, so high 80s is good?
Yes.
Okay. Well, look.
I'll make sure I set it up after the meeting.
We've been complaining.
We are all encouraged to fill out the appreciation cards. I would like HR monthly to tell us who was the employee of the month.
That is coming at Tuesday Talk. The last two associates of the month were both off today. And so we'll be introducing our associate of the month at Tuesday Talk, and they both will be here to say a few words.
How many, Bill? Let's let a lady go first. Go ahead, Gene.
Brant, what's the status on the north front door?
So the north front door, we have ordered the parts so that we can rebuild it. And one of the things that is happening with COVID is that manufacturers are impacted because their workforces either are locked out, shut down, at home caring for kids. And so we talked about this a little bit on Tuesday Talk, how if you need a refrigerator replacement, it's 16 to 18 weeks. And we had just ordered some furniture, and it's 24 weeks out. And so we're beginning to see that impact our routine operations. If you need an extra air conditioner, or if you need old door parts. So they are coming. They were able to source what we needed. We paid a premium for them, but within the next 10 days, those doors should be back up and running.
What actually happened?
They're old. they're 30 years old, and the gears got all, they just wore down, and the belts were bad. It just needs to be completely rebuilt.
Any other questions, Ken? Like forgot it, Bob.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for showing up. We really appreciate the support. Go and have a great day.